Living in 2025 is just beyond cooked in this generation. From grocery prices to rent prices and just the general cost of living, being a middle to lower class citizen, it's just a pure struggle, man. Renting now costs more than ever with incredibly high demands to even secure an apartment, and the costs with just the inflated cost alone with rent costing more than half a week of paycheck. Owning a home is just a distant dream at this point, and there's several reasons for this. Like, nearly a quarter of homes are investment properties. Like, corporations and property developers can just hike up the prices of all of these properties. 1% of taxpayers own a quarter of invested properties. It just really tells you how many of these rich elites are just buying up all of these properties and inflating the hell out of these prices. like a balloon, man. Like, every single time they just buy another one of these properties, buy a fourth property, fifth property, sixth property. I think a lot of corporations nowadays even have about 110 properties. Like, property developers nowadays, they have insane amount of properties, and I just can't even comprehend how the government is allowing this. Like, it's gonna be cooked, especially when these properties are used for negative gearing and tax benefits to the 1% of taxpayers. Meaning they're getting benefits from using these properties and negatively gearing them. How is this allowed? Like, Gen Z and the next generation, man, they're gonna find it impossible to ever own a home. Like, and not only this, but these property developers have land banking. They bank land so that property developers can drive up house prices to an extreme level, to a level that's not even comprehensible. And not only that, but these housing markets, they charge insane prices to even list property up for sale. Corporations are just finding new ways to suck money out of people's paychecks, and middle and lower class citizens are just paying the price for that, man. Ability for properties to even be used as foreign investment is just mind-boggling to me, man. How are we allowing vacant homes from people living overseas so they can get investment out of Australian properties, from just properties, man? Like, I don't understand. It's just killing people's dreams to even own a home, and they allow this. Like, and not only this, but I mean, if you even want to live in a home, you have to pay utilities. Another huge pain in just living nowadays. Like, electricity and gas bills have increased. Energy providers pass on all these high costs of production, and even like streaming services, mobile plans, and all of these subscriptions just creeping up in price. And that small increase in price, like for Netflix, for example, is just keeps increasing every year. And I can see why piracy is a big issue nowadays with all these streaming services. But it really is biting into people's budgets nowadays. Entertainment is just completely biting up people's budgets. None of this, but if you have a mobile plan, geez, man, you're getting a bit screwed there. If you want to have Wi-Fi in your own home, you're getting screwed there with all these bills. None of that, man. But even if you wanted to go somewhere, like transport, for example, public transport's like a complete nightmare. For where I live, it's about $5.50, and the service isn't even that great. It takes half an hour, or even more, to even get a train or bus to even come by to your stop. And they're charging ridiculous prices for this. Like, the public transport is completely busted. Oh, and if you wanted to own a car, if you wanted to own a car, hey, just fork up $1,000 for rego, $1,000 for insurance. Yeah, also another $600 to $800 for maintenance for your car, and there you go, $2.8 grand per year. just to get to places. Oh, unless you want to use your feet, man. Unless you want to walk 15 kilometers to go to work, or walk 10 kilometers to even visit anywhere you want to. I mean, yeah, that's terrible. And not only this, but I mean, let's say you were to work a job, for example, have wages have only increased by about 3%, and inflation's around 6 to 7%. And the more that wages doesn't keep up with the cost of living and inflation, purchasing power is just going down, 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 down. People are gonna earn less, and it's just gonna lead to people cutting back on not essentials and even essentials, man. People are finding it hard to even afford food and groceries. You know, people are moving back home to save money, and budgeting and hustle culture is becoming like a whole novel thing, man. And you know, people are telling you, like mostly boomers, for example, telling you, "Oh, bro, just work harder, man." Like, as if their houses didn't have a 7-digit price tag on them. Not only this, but when you're working, man, like this current tax system is completely rigged in the favor of corporations, and taxpayers are just forced to pick up the bill. It's criminal. The tax rates for just taxpayers is criminal. I mean, you buy something, you get taxed. You sell your home, you get taxed. If you breathe, you get taxed. Corporations, they can file a $0 income for the year. Oh no, let's just get away with it, man. They did nothing wrong. And with all these factors, it just forces the majority of people to struggle. And being forced to apply for mortgages, loans, it's just getting people into debt, and allows more corporations to take their home as collateral and banks to profit from all of these struggling people. And this must be the circle of life for some, because either you choose to rent and you get screwed by a landlord, or you choose to buy a home and then you get screwed by a bank. Both end up taking your paycheck and the ability to even live. It's just gone to a difficulty where it's like you're barely gasping for air while you're treading in water. Like, politicians have made it possible to just screw taxpayers to a level and to a point where wages are just exist to be funneled into corporations at this point. Like, more rich elites earn their 10th yacht, while everyday people have to question if they're even able to afford rent or even eat. Like, they're questioning if they're gonna go homeless tomorrow. And the reason why no change has come from all this is just politicians mainly profiting off these people struggling. They're profiting. It's ridiculous. How is this even being allowed? And the current cost of living, the more it increases, the more they profit, with corporate donors and lobbyists just wanting these politicians to just ignore all these factors. It's criminal, man. Living in 2025 is cooked. There's nothing more else to say that, man.